Do you spend hours each week creating Instagram content, but you're still not getting the sales and the wins that you see everyone and their mom sharing to their feed? It's really rough. But there's usually just a few simple changes you need to make to get there, and I'm going to help you. You are closer than you think. You can find the exact gaps that you have in your Instagram strategy, the gaps that are holding you back from getting clients from your content, with my free Find and Fix the Gaps in Your Instagram Strategy quiz. All you have to do is take 5 minutes to fill out the quiz, and you'll get the exact roadmap you need to start getting sales from your Instagram content. Get your copy of the quiz at sociallyyours.biz/findandfixed. All spelled out, all one word, find and fixed, or check the link in the show notes.
Have you ever bought something just because a friend was telling you about it and it sounded awesome because they were just raving about it? That is called social proof. You see it in action all the time, and it really helps for Instagram strategy when you want to turn your followers into clients. This is why brands pay influencers to market their stuff for them, because it works. Someone else saying your product does the thing it's going to, or your service gets the result that you say it's going to, helps sell that product or service. It's a really powerful way to turn followers into paying clients without all the guesswork. So we're going to be talking about how to get social proof today and how to share it on Instagram in a way that actually gets you sales.
Welcome to the Mompreneur Mastery Podcast, where we share actionable Instagram strategies that fit into a busy mom's schedule so that you can get more engagement, more leads, and more sales in less time. I'm Sydney O'Brien, an Instagram strategist who started my business with 3 kids under 5 and found a way to do it without sacrificing quality time with my family and only working 2 hours a day. I love helping other mom business owners find that seemingly impossible mom work-life balance instead of spending too much time creating content that isn't getting them the results they want. If you're an overwhelmed but very ambitious business owner and you want to strategize the heck out of your Instagram account so that you can save time and make more sales, you're in the right place.
Welcome back to Mompreneur Mastery, where we are all about simplifying Instagram strategies for busy moms, because let's face it, we don't have time for anything complicated when there are snacks to be handed out and just general chaos to be managed. I am Sydney, your certified Instagram strategist, and today we're going to talk all about social proof. I know you've seen it in content. You're scrolling, you see someone talking about how they have this must-have product or service or some kind of offer, and it really helps build trust in that offer, and you buy it. That's the magic of social proof. It can do really great things for your Instagram strategy. So today we're going to talk about how to use it, how to get it, and how to make it easy, because you're a busy mom and I don't want to overcomplicate things for you. Social proof just builds instant credibility. People trust what others are enjoying and talking about. If someone is saying that it works, you have trust in that thing and are more likely to buy it. Now, if you're anything like me or literally any other mompreneur or even just general business owner, if you feel the pressure of keeping up with Instagram and keeping the house from falling apart, we're going to talk about how to get social proof and how to share social proof so that you can get more clients on Instagram, but do it in a way that doesn't add a ton of stress to your life. So let's start with the basics first, okay? Social proof is the idea that people look to others when making decisions, okay? So if a potential client sees others loving your product or service, they are way more likely to trust you and to end up buying. This is why we put testimonials on our sales pages and in our email marketing. You want to do that on Instagram too. It's just going to look a little bit different because it is a different platform. When you've got other people vouching for your business and your services or your offers in a world full of a million different choices and endless scrollings, helps you stand out and be more credible and have more authority for your specific audience, especially if the social proof is coming from members of your specific target audience, okay? So let's talk about the different types of social proof that you can get really easily without a ton of stress or time added to your life. Okay, so the first up are testimonials. These are gold. Any kind of positive feedback you get in an Instagram DM, in an email, screenshot it, save it. You can use it multiple times in posts. I have a folder of them. And a really good thing about this is you don't have to chase these down. You can set up automated emails with like surveys that goes to clients after they buy something for you or after they work with you, just getting a quick testimonial from them. It saves you a ton of time and it's not something you have to think about when you can automate it, and it gets you a ton of great feedback, not only for marketing, but also they might have good ideas for how to improve your service to make it even more valuable to your target audience. It can be in an email itself. Mine is a super simple Google form. You don't want to add too much because if you have like too many questions, people are less likely to fill it out. So keep it short and simple and just give them the opportunity to tell you all about how much they love your offer. Now, the next type of social proof is called user-generated content. This is basically free advertising. If your clients use your service or your offer and they tag you in a post or a story, like anything like that, talking about their experience, repost it. And if you can, save it so you can use it again later. You're not only going to get some super easy content, but it also shows potential clients that real people love what you have to offer, right? And it actually works. If this is something you ask people to do, which you absolutely can, again, just set up an automated email asking people to do this after they buy your thing. Ask them to add you as a collaborator on the post so that it shows up on your feed and their feed. So both of your audiences see the content. It makes life a lot easier and builds that authority, that trust, and again, easy content for you that you don't have to plan or create on your own. Now, the third type of social proof, and this might be my favorite, are case studies and results. If you have clients who have seen real transformations because of your services or your products, share those stories. Stories are a super, super powerful way to market your offers, especially on Instagram. People relate so well to them because when you can walk someone through the whole journey of what they were experiencing before they had your offer, how it changed things for them, and what they achieved afterward, it helps potential buyers envision themselves experiencing that same transformation. This is what makes social proof so, so powerful. People can actually see themselves benefiting from your product, and then they are so much more likely to buy. Just as an example, my offer, Carousels That Sell, has helped over 1,300 people this year alone. If you're not familiar, Carousels That Sell is a set of fill-in-the-blank templates that people can use to create carousels that sells their offer, hence the name. A lot of people find carousels to be kind of intimidating, and they think they don't perform as well as, say, a reel. But for selling or for case studies, they're actually better than a reel because you can fit more information in there. Part of the reason that this set of templates has sold so well is because of the social proof I have been able to share from real life customer experiences. One customer, for instance, used to find carousels intimidating, like I said, and she would only do reels, thinking that this was the way to get reach because this was like the trendy thing. This was what was going to get her sales. But after she got Carousels That Sell, she actually sent me an email. She not only got more sales, but also saw her carousels outperform her reels, like I said, in terms of sales, but also for engagement and reach. So this transformation from feeling overwhelmed by carousels to creating high-performing content that actually gets her sales and surpasses her reels is exactly the kind of social proof that I'm going to put in a case study because I can use that before of her frustration and the results she was getting on Instagram, and then the during of how she used the templates, and then the after of achieving the impressive results that other people in my target audience want. So sharing stories like builds trust, it shows authority and excitement around the offer, and by leveraging social proof, I am not only going to highlight the effectiveness of carousels that sell, but I'm also going to attract even more people who see themselves in that journey, especially when I use terms that are super relatable to my specific target audience and call out my unique selling proposition in the case studies. Okay, so let's talk about collecting social proof. Like I said, automate everything that you can. Honestly, as moms, we don't need any more manual tasks added to our plates. Your email service provider probably has a way to do this. You can also use a tool like Zapier to automate requests for testimonials, to automatically ask clients or customers to give you feedback. That way, you're collecting social proof without lifting a finger. It's magical. Another thing you can do if you've done this and it hasn't worked, incentivize sharing. Let people know if they fill out the form, if they tag you as a collaborator on a post, you can give them a shout out or a small discount or some kind of perk where they get something and you get something. It's a win-win. And again, anytime you get any kind of social proof, whether it's a testimonial or user-generated content, make sure you save it so you can use it again in the future. I take screenshots of emails and DMs and I save them in a folder so that I can use them whenever I need to for any kind of promotional content. But yeah, automate all that you can. Automation is your friend. So now that you've got social proof rolling in, you know how to get it, you know what it is. Let's talk about how to share it in a way that will actually lead to sales. Stories are a great way to share testimonials and user-generated content. So if people show up in their stories talking about something they bought of yours, you can repost that to your stories with a link to buy it or like a call to action to DM you for more information, something like that. Stories are really great for sharing promotional things because your most engaged followers watch stories. So I will create a sequence of stories when I'm promoting something. And while I'm promoting the content as well, I will also share some testimonials along with the promotional content. So it will be like a promotional story or two and then a slide or two of testimonials about that specific offer with a link on each one to the sales page for that offer. And I briefly mentioned this already, but carousel posts. Carousels are so great for sharing case studies. Like I said, you can talk about the before, what happens for the during with your service and how that's helpful, and then the after of how life changed for them. Talk about the transformation that your target audience wants and how this particular client who bought from you is now experiencing that. It is such a great way to build trust in just one quick post. And it is a really powerful way because it uses storytelling and it's so relatable. It builds trust and you can use them for selling at the same time. All right. So I want to challenge you to create one post this week that is social proof in some way. Okay. And then either tag me in it or send it to me on Instagram so I can give it some love. And just to recap, social proof helps build trust and authority so people actually buy from you. It is one of the most effective ways to do that and drive sales on Instagram. Automate the collection process and then just start sharing that content. Save it for future use. It's a super easy way to showcase basically that you and your offers are the shit and can actually help people, right? Because when people see others getting the results that they want, they are way more likely to hop on board and be whipping out their credit cards to buy your thing. All right, so create your social proof posts and then send it my way on Instagram. Tag me. I am at socially.yours.strategist. Thank you so much for listening to Mompreneur Mastery, simple Instagram strategy for busy moms. If you found this episode helpful, if you were nodding along at any point or wanted to take notes, be sure to subscribe so you don't miss any future episodes, and also leave a rating and review so that more mompreneurs can benefit from this information. And don't forget to find and fix the gaps in your Instagram strategy so you can make more sales with the free quiz in the show notes. Thanks for listening, and I can't wait to be back in your earbuds next week. Hey Mompreneur, I know that selling your offers on Instagram is really hard. First, you gotta know how to word your content to make sure that it clearly shows how amazeballs your offer is. And then you also have to know how to craft the content to make sure it appeases the algorithm gods so it actually gets seen by the people most likely to buy it. My goal is to help moms help their families through their online businesses. That is why I made Carousels That Sell. Carousels That Sell is a collection of 7 Instagram carousels and captions that have made me over $20,000.
So I turn them into plug and play templates so that you can get the same results. Carousels That Sell is super easy to use, so you can easily create and schedule the content, and will help sell your offers for you while you're off playing with your kids. Grab the templates that have made me over $20K for only $27 at socialyours.biz/carousels-that-sell, so you can grow your business bank account faster than your kid outgrows their clothes.